Hey, what's up everybody? Josh here, and today we're taking a look at the MV7 and the MV7X from Shure. Now, if you've done anything with audio in the last, I don't know, ever, you know Shure. And you may be familiar with their legendary SM7B microphone, which came out way back in the 60s and has been an industry standard ever since. It's used on the radio, for podcasts, voiceover work, live production. It's literally everywhere. And these microphones are modeled after that very same SM7B. One of the big differences being these are much more accessible than the SM7B at $399, whereas the MV7 is $249, and the MV7X is $179. The features of the MV7X include voice isolation technology with an XLR output, it's mic stand compatible, and has a cardioid pickup pattern. The MV7 has a few more features. It still has the voice isolation technology and is mic stand compatible, but it also has an auto level mode, is live stream ready, it has a customizable EQ, and has real-time headphone monitoring, which is very important. It also has touch panel control. Now to be clear, these both have the same capsule, so they should sound exactly the same. The big difference here is this is XLR only, and the MV7 has that USB interface with a few additional features. But let's open these things up and take a look. Let's start with the MV7X. Alright, that is about as simple as you can get right there. So there's your microphone. It comes with the mount attached, and there's an adapter if you need to change your threading. XLR output on the back, you're done. Little foam pop filter right on top of there. Beautiful. Now let's open up the MV7. Quick start guide. Pretty much the same thing, except we have our touch bar here. On the back we have our XLR and our headphone and our USB jack right there. And this is how we get our real-time headphone monitoring, because instead of running the signal through your computer and back out again, which could cause delays, it's coming straight out of the mic. So let's hook this thing up and see how it sounds. And it's worth mentioning that it comes with two, I don't know, maybe meter-long USB cables. One is USB-C and one is USB-A, depending on your ports on your computer, so it's nice that they included both of those. So keep in mind you're looking at this upside down, so over here we have our mute button, we have our touchpad volume control, so you just swipe it to adjust the volume of the mic, and then over here we have a selector button between mic and headphone, so if we hit that, it'll switch to headphone volume, and now you can swipe to adjust the headphone volume. And over here is an indicator light for your mic lock. So when you're in the app and you want to lock the settings, you just click the lock button and that indicator light will come on. All right, so let's take a look at the quick start guide and see what we need to download to get going here. All right, we need to download the Shure Plus Motive app. Fill out a few details, download for Windows. Okay, so we've been waiting a few minutes and the app just says loading. Hasn't been doing anything else, so I'm gonna restart and see what happens. All right, we've just restarted. Let's try opening this again. Okay, there it is. So maybe you just need to restart. Alright, so just FYI, this happened to me, so it very well may happen to you. When I first opened the app, it told me that there was a mismatch between the frequency of the microphone and the headphones, so I went into system settings and changed the frequency of the headphones. That solved the problem. The next thing I did was I went up to the little notification icon and downloaded the latest firmware. Next up, let's head into Audition and record some audio. So I'm going to start recording, and there's my level there. I want it a little bit hotter than that, so let's just up that right on the microphone. So as far as plosives go, pop, 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 pop. As long as you're not right into the microphone, you should be just fine. But you can tell the difference. Here is my shotgun microphone that I'm currently using, and here is the audio from the MV7, so it sounds real nice. Now let's go over to our app again, and let's try auto level and see what happens there. So you could tell it just adjusted that for me, so it's keeping it at a really nice sweet spot. You can see there on the monitor. So whether I get really loud or get really soft, it's going to bring it up to that sweet spot. But if you're very dynamic, that is a great feature for you. Okay, you can see we have a playback and mic monitor mix. That's really nice. And here you can adjust near and far. So if I'm beyond 6 inches, let's go ahead and turn far on. And you can see that this, wow, that really amplifies things. So that actually sounds really good for as far away as I am. Not too shabby. So you could even use this off to the side as you're recording, I don't know, gear reviews like I'm doing right now. So that's really cool. So let's go ahead and switch it back to near, and let's see tone. So we have some tone options. We can go dark and bright. So dark is just going to really bring out that bottom end, that the bass of my voice. And if we turn it up to bright, so now the high end is there. There's more clarity. It's a bit of a vocal boost. I actually really like it on the lower end. So we have LED behavior. We have live meters. So if I turn that on, you can see we've gone from volume to live meters on the top of our mic. And if we turn on night mode, it actually just dims the LEDs on the mic itself. So a lot of fun features. Let's go over to manual. And man, now I really like that auto level feature. So you can save presets. So that's really nice. There's our mic mute, our mic gain. Again, monitor mix. Here's your EQ. So you can do a high pass filter if you want to cut out some of the bass. You can boost your presence, and then you can do a combo cut and boost, which I'm going to leave it at flat because I think that sounds just fine. Then you have a compressor and a limiter. It's just going to help our voice stay in that sweet spot. So I've got to say, the auto level, I like the simplicity of that. And for people that don't know a lot about audio, that is an amazing feature to have to make your voice sound great out of the box. So let's do a quick test of the pickup pattern. So I'm just going to move around the mic, and you can see that it's still picking me up a little bit over here and in the back, but it's very, very quiet. So that is pretty tight, which is important when you're in a space like I am, that there's music playing in the building next door. And while I can hear it, hopefully you can't hear it. Very important for a podcast mic. So out of the box, I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed. There are some very streamlined features that I really like, and that auto level feature just makes it so easy to use. Now, of course, if you're doing a show with a bunch of people and you need a mixer, that is totally okay. You can always just get the MV7X. But all in all, I'll let you be the judge. How did you think it sounded? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to check out the MV7 or the MV7X microphones, I'll drop a link in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video or found it useful in any way, shape, or form, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.